Drum Mania V3. Drum Mania V3. Select the game mode. Standard. Select the music. Advanced. Select a music. Stage clear! Select a music. Stage clear! Full combo! Extra stage! Thank you for playing. Drum Mania V3.